Long ago, the galaxy knew only peace. The Jedi Order stood guard, their lightsabers a beacon of hope, but darkness stirred. From within the Jedi Order, a shadow grew. His name is lost to time.
He was the first Sith. The first Sith craved power. He delved into forbidden knowledge. He learned to bend the Force to his will. He grew strong, but his power came at a price. The dark side twisted him, filled him with rage and hate.
The Jedi sensed his betrayal. They confronted him, but it was too late. He had become too powerful. The first Sith escaped, vowing revenge. He knew he could not defeat the Jedi, not yet. So he used his dark knowledge to create a sleep pod, a sarcophagus to hold him until the time was right. Darth Vader, the Emperor's enforcer, felt a tremor in the Force, an echo of ancient power. Narrator, millennia past. The Sith, once a whisper, became a legend. He sought the source, driven by his master's command and his own ambition. Vader arrived on a desolate world. The 501st Legion, his personal army, followed. They discovered ruins, remnants of a forgotten age. Deep within the ruins, they found it, the sleep pod. It pulsed with dark energy. Vader sensed the power within the pod. He knew he had found something significant, something that could tip the balance of the Force. He ordered the pod opened. The air crackled with energy. The sleep pod hissed, releasing its long-dormant prisoner.
The first Sith emerged. He was unchanged by time, his eyes burning with ancient hatred.
The 501st Legion raised their blasters, ready to fire on their Lord's command. S1, Vader stood unmoved. He had faced down Jedi Masters, entire armies. He would not be cowed by a relic of the past.
The first Sith looked around, taking in the scene. He sensed the power of the dark side emanating from Vader. He knew who this armored figure represented. The Sith had returned.
Vader spoke, his voice a mechanical rasp. I am Darth Vader, servant of the Emperor. You possess great power in the dark side. Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy. The offer hung in the air. The first Sith could feel the pull of Vader's power. He could sense the vast resources at his disposal. Together, they could crush the Jedi, rule the galaxy.
But the first Sith remembered the betrayal of the Jedi. He remembered the millennia spent in darkness, planning his revenge. Could he trust this, Vader? Could he share the galaxy he had sworn to conquer? You mistake me, young one. I do not serve others. I am the master of my own destiny.
Vader's hand clenched into a fist. He had not expected defiance. He had felt the echoes of the Sith's power, but he had underestimated his ambition. Then you are an enemy.
The first Sith ignited his lightsaber, the crimson blade humming with ancient power.
The 501st Legion opened fire, but the first Sith deflected their shots with ease. He was ancient, but his power had not diminished. It had only grown in his slumber. The first Sith stood his ground, a whirlwind of dark side energy. He would not be a pawn in someone else's game. He would reclaim his legacy. He would have his revenge. The galaxy would tremble before him. Vader and the first Sith clashed, their lightsabers a blur of red. The 501st Legion battled to contain the unleashed energies, their blaster fire echoing through the ruins. The fate of the galaxy hung in the balance.
Would the first Sith join Vader, uniting the Sith under one banner? Or would he forge his own path, seeking to crush both the Jedi and this new generation of Sith? The choice was his and his alone. The galaxy awaited his decision.
Hey Carlo, what do you think he should do?